All right, all right. Warrior, come out and play. Not sure if we're live. Are we live? Say, are we live? Howdy, Tom Jensen happy. The Jazz blew out the Raptors. They're now 500, 20-20. Exactly me. Hey, better than my Pistons. I saw this chat right before the stream started. I just started thinking about the Pistons. Cade Cunningham, man. Y'all realize this kid is 10th in assists on one of the worst teams in the history of basketball, which the Pistons are. Who the fuck is he passing to be 10th in assists? It's incredible. I feel for him when we drafted him. I'm like, man, I wonder if we're going to be able to keep this kid. The answer is definitive no. And we shouldn't. We don't deserve Cade Cunningham. We legitimately do not deserve to have Cade Cunningham on our team. Legitimately. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking of sports, if you haven't checked out my video on Lamar Jackson in the MVP race, went over 1,000, which is, it happens, but still rare for me. So please check out VigilanteWilliamson Vengeance. Should be in the description. And you can check out that video. I met another masked sports analyst. He came in the description or he came in the comments. He wears a mask. I gotta come. I'm not on camera enough. I gotta get back to being on camera. Because it's like I'm technically a masked YouTuber, but I'm never on camera. Like ever. Oh, Richard. Hell, Richard. You know who just got snow bunnied? Before we get into the street, Raven Simone got snow bunnied. Her fucking wife poisoned her. Fucking crazy. So yeah, even chicks are getting snow bunnied now, man. It's a crazy time. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. I'm trying to get to the, here we are, kick and just make it Friday night games for the kickers. Hey, awesome one. Yes, Raven Simone got snow bunny. That's so Raven. Hey, awesome one. Richard, Tom Jensen, sent you dildo. Anyone else who watches this live or on the playback, I appreciate you as well. So I know you're hearing the great sounds from Streets of Rage. And we're just playing Streets of Rage. I haven't known what to play. Streets of Rage is easy to play. Especially, I play survival mode. And I can talk to you guys. Talk to these snow bunnies out of control. Yeah, it was a white wife too. I saw that and thought of you. I'm like, God damn, they even snow bunny and chicks now. But yeah, her wife poisoned her, bro. She did not use her superpower. She ain't predict that shit. She ain't predict that shit. That's so Raven. Yeah, she ain't predict that shit. That's crazy to me. It's like, golly, you're on to something, man. With the snow bunny shit, man. Can't do it, man. Can't do it, man. That's just crazy. I'm like, damn, I don't even know the context. I also know apparently lesbian relationships have the most abuse. Apparently lesbian relationships have the most abuse on top of all this. Women beat the shit out of each other, apparently. Statistically speaking. I didn't make this up. It's not me. I'm not homophobic. Shit. Ain't nobody's whooping lesbian ass like other lesbians, bro. So don't get mad at me. I'm just like, golly. And you know that white girl didn't do nothing. You know she was living off Raven Simone, little Disney Channel money. They gonna poison her. Now I don't know what happened. Maybe she was cheating. I don't know. But to be poisoning her, that's crazy. I don't know where the legal proceedings are, but I just saw it. And I didn't really read too much of the story. But I saw, damn, even a chick getting snow bunny. God damn. Yeah, lesbian relationships have just like a wild abuse percentage, wild divorce and breakup percentage. And it's not even close. It's so much greater than either male-on-male relationships or heterosexual relationships. So yeah, man. I was just gonna ask you. Gonna put. He said And your Catman comment told Wonder Woman how Amazon rules don't work in social media era. Men more emotional. Guess Catman won't be a thing because I was gonna ask you, is Catman gonna get Snow Bunny in your comment? Because everybody getting Snow Bunny nowadays. It's just hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make money for the rent. Oh shit, I'm just getting smacked by the same dude from trying to get the chat. I ain't trying to bat, this whole Snow Bunny thing, at least for me, kind of started as a joke, but it's like, it's something to it, man. I don't know what's going on with white women, man. But they out here terrorizing the people they with, and they don't even miss shit. It could be a man, it could be a black man, it could be a white man, it could be a woman. Out here terrorizing these guys. And gals, just terrorizing. Yeah, we are in a mass insanity culture, though. Everybody's losing it. I think we talked a little bit about that yesterday. Everybody's off the chain nowadays. So it's just, people don't give a fuck. I don't understand poisoning your spouse. I mean, just leave. Just leave. And motherfuckers, want a gay marriage and all that stuff. Well, now you got fucking gay marital attempted murder. So, like, enjoy. Like, you know what I mean? Enjoy. Is this what you want? She loved her to death. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't gonna pretend it's only white bitches. We ain't gonna pretend it's only white bitches. Nothing's only one group. They starting to get a rep, man. Starting to get a rep. I mean, shit, black girls got a rep. Girls in general are just starting to get a rep. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing the rise of very, very abusive women. That's becoming a part of. Girls looking worse and worse every day. That's another can of worms. But that's becoming a part of culture. We're seeing the rise of very, very abusive women. That's just a thing. That is something I would stand on. So I mean, is it just white women? No. But it includes them for certain. Like I said, I just think we're just entering in. It's so cool to hate men, man. I was watching, I'll be watching YouTube shorts like everybody else on earth. And they had a short, it was the SNL weekend update. So I mean, it's kind of trash anyway, right? I'm about to die instantly off rip. But it was they were reporting on a statistic that was it the death gap, men are dying younger, and they cheered it. And granted, it could have been piped in cheers as SNL, but before they even read and got to the joke, I don't remember what the fucking joke was. Something about not listening to women or some shit, or getting bored to death with their women or some dumb shit. But right off the rip, if that wasn't piped in, you heard girls cheering. Just the fact that dudes were dying younger. That's the code. That's real shit. You said maybe that's it. Maybe there's something to that such a dildo. Or the rich dude, when you get on, she gonna leave your ass for a white girl. Maybe there's something to that. That everybody goes for snow. Everybody like pink lemonade. No shaming. No shaming. That's what you're into. Just gotta watch out. Cause yeah, these are even Raven Simone, she's a celebrity. Everyone we're talking about, these are higher profile individuals. So there's something to that. Look at you speaking up for the white women. Cause that protective instinct is a natural thing. But no, man, listen. Regardless of what it is, there's definitely an abusive streak amongst women nowadays. And I'm not saying it's never been there or it's new, but it's prominent. It's becoming more and more prominent. That I stand on. Said no, we shaming. Said shame those hoes. Snow Bunny crisis. Shame them. We are supposed to listen. I don't know if you want to listen. I don't know if you want to listen. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you don't even want to know what they're talking about. But I do stand on there's definitely we're seeing more abusive women. Hell, Papa Khan was here. He would tell us about the school system and how it's harboring the most predators. And they're not dudes. You know what I'm saying? Not that there aren't I'm sure there's dude predators in the school system, but not near to the extent that it is women. This is the era, and we got to adjust ourselves mentally, spiritually, to the fact that, women are more abusive. In general. And I'm saying women. I'm not even going to just say Western women. I think this is across the damn board. I think this is just the post-feminist world we live in. And I mean, it's white women, black women. Unfortunately, it's looking like it's all women on some level. So, just gotta watch out. That's why I thought the whole, we've talked about the whole little passport bro thing. That's why I think it's full of shit. I think women are just crazy now. Not all of them, some not all, but it's a higher clip, higher percentage. And there is a real, disdain for hatred for men. And you started off this week talking about this damn goofy bitch from Star Wars. She likes to make men uncomfortable. She had no issue saying that at a massive conference that Jon Stewart was hosting. You know what I mean? So you say what you will about him, at least that it's a high profile event. This woman at a high profile event had no problem telling everybody in the room she likes to make men uncomfortable. No issue whatsoever. That's the climate we're in. And public schools are complete. I know some people you kind of have to if you can't afford to homeschool. I wouldn't even suggest private school. You're better off sending them to public if you're going, because private schools you're just paying for your own downfall. But I know most people can't do homeschool, but public schools are disasters. Let's see. Snow Bunny is just going to be Bunny. Yeah, we're living at Richard said we're living in Themyscira. That's hard right there. We're living in Themyscira. Bro, that's real shit, though. That's real shit, because you can make an argument that the motherfucking family court is Themyscira. You donate your sperm, and then you get your head cut off by the family court, and you get discarded. Because they don't even really they want single motherhood. When I say they, I mean the same powers to be, same motherfuckers that caused that national debt. We had the debt calculator yesterday. Those motherfuckers. Maybe the same motherfuckers tunneling in New York, coincidentally, I don't know. But the powers that be want single motherhood, because if the mom's raising the kid on her own, that means they raising the kid, because what's the mom going to do? Well, I'm working hard. Let me hand little Johnny a fucking iPad and have the iPad raise him, and then just send him to the demonic school and not pay attention and just tell him to get good grades. Meanwhile, Johnny, Mrs. Mister, or whoever the hell else might be doing with only God knows what with your kid. He said the Amazon hose is nicer. Golly. But yeah, we are in Themyscira. That's the idealized world. Men are just there to breed. You're not there to give direction to your children. You're not there to guide your children in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You're definitely there not to tell no woman what to do. So you can't tell a woman how to dress. You can't tell a woman, hey, you probably shouldn't, I know we're not together, but this one guy you dating, listen, you're free to do what you want, but don't bring him around the kid. He's dangerous. You can't tell a woman that. I do what I want. I'm grown. You ain't my dad. And then, the dad, even if you were her dad, oh, well, you weren't there. They got an excuse. They just, and it's like, okay. It is what it is. So thank you for talking about this new law they're trying to push in Scotland. Parents get 7 years if they don't affirm their kid. Golly. 7 years? If your kid decides to wear high heels or something and say I'm a girl and you say no, little Johnny, you're a boy, they talking about giving you 7 years for that? Wow. You know what? I use an app that you gotta ask someone twice to talk to them. Then I say hi. Sure, just leaves me on. Like, if you want an interest, why add me twice? I couldn't tell you about trying to date these girls nowadays. Education co-ops, 4 or 5 families. Okay. 4 or 5 families get together, hire a teacher. That's smooth. That's a smooth concept. And that's probably, that's what people think public schools are, in a mass scale. It's like, well, they're pulling all our tax money, but we don't really approve. You know what I'm saying? And then you got goofies. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe a couple months ago, I think the dude Christopher Titus used to be a decent comedian back in the 90s and 2000s. He's like, oh yeah, don't be involved in your kid's life. Just let the school system do whatever you want. And that's literally, I'm paraphrasing this, so if I'm not trying to misquote for shock effect, but it was something along the lines of stop being involved in your kid's life because I don't want to messing up my kid. So it's like, there's people that really think like that. They just want the kids to, they just want, the school system to do everything. They want the government, children factories, no parents in the picture. Yeah, and the closest they can get to no parents is by making everybody a thought single mother. Oh shit! Catman said he took the bussy, or he took the box from one of the Amazon leaders. That's not good. Sometimes you gotta take the pussy like Peppy. That's a Dave Chappelle joke. I ain't taking credit for that. Brave New World, bro. Yeah. I saw. Wow, it's a video of all these abandoned buildings and stores and malls, and the power's still on using our tax money. Wow. I want to do a music video from one of those abandoned places. Honestly, abandoned malls. They got a lot of them in the Midwest, Illinois, Michigan. I don't know if I'm sure there's some in Texas. You can always travel. That's crazy. But that's crazy. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to create a breed of motherfuckers scared of women. But you do gotta watch out for like I said, this is the era where it is cool for a woman to be abusive to a man. It is okay. It's societally sanctioned. It is A-okay. It's A-okay for even women to be abusive to young men in this indoctrination camp, through these indoctrination camps. And so you gotta adjust to that reality. We've been scared of women way before this. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to push up male victimhood. That's my issue with the quote unquote red pill. It's just male victimhood. That's not gonna get anyone anywhere. But you do gotta be aware. You know what I'm saying? You also have to be aware of your surroundings, aware of the room. You got to read the room, and unfortunately, the room is screaming. We don't need no man. We don't respect no man. So you got to be hip to that reality and cautious about that reality. And shit, even if you're a chick, as I said with Raven Simone, you got to be cautious. You might be thinking, "No, you know what? I'm not even dating men. I'm dating chicks. I'm a chick. I'm dating a chick. Everything cool? Nope. Because these chicks are still more abusive. And it's just an overall the tenor. I mean, we've joked about it. We've talked about it. But we're seeing the masculinity being taken away from men and put into women. And so now you got a group of women. Shit, did y'all see the? I'm sure y'all have seen, because they did little rock remixes of it and shit. Of the girl comes home, I've been working 10 hours, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? And they had the little rock guy, because she's screaming at the top of her lungs, trying to make it a metal song. It's like a meme. But think about the concept. Now, it's the woman coming home after 10 hours of work, ready to smack the husband, because dinner's not on the table. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cool the other way around, but we're just seeing it this way around now. He says it's a shit test. Well, the problem is, if you do wrong, they just call the government. We as victims not going to lie to you. That's the problem with the shit test gimmick. It's like, okay, you won the shit test. I'm calling the police, and to the police, the woman's always right. No matter what the fuck happened, even if you got shit on videotape, it's hard to overturn the shit with the police. A woman right now can just go to the courts and say you the baby daddy, even if you never met the kid, and run you for child support, and it'll be hell to try to get it to change, even if they know what she did is illegal and what she did was wrong. Even though what we do is wrong. It would be hell trying to get it overturned. It's a shit test. We as victims not gonna lie to you, Vig. I always stop. This episode sounding feminine, always bitching about the bitches. I'm just stating what's going on. Shit, you know what? How about you let Raven Simone wife cook for you? And you tell me what happened. When you wake up in a hospital, you be like, oh shit, Vig was right. Everything's cool till you get snow bunny. And you be like, damn, Vig and Richard were right. But I don't know, maybe Croatian law is not as restrictive as American law, so you maybe you good. Cause you live in a free world. You know, I don't know. But out here, my guy, it's a crazy place, man. Oh shoot, I'm getting suplexed I'm getting Snow Bunny in the damn game. Getting superplexed by the bitch. That's on you. Oh yeah, you gotta vet women. I understand that. There's a lot of, but she bad though. She's a quote unquote baddie. So I'm gonna let this woman ruin my life. But it don't even have to be that. You know what I'm saying? You can do everything quote unquote right. She could just wake up and decide, you know what? I just want more money off this dude. Or, you know, I'm so sick of this dude. I want to mess up his life. Off the chain. I saw a fucking thing. You know, it's again YouTube short, but it's from a show called Paternity Court. And these white folk, if it matters. You know, I'm not trying to bash the white woman. That ain't the whole point of this stream. But it was a white girl, and it was an overweight white girl. And she's cheering that the guy that cares about her kid is not her real baby's father. She's cheering it. And the judge had to check her like, you're cheering the fact that you don't have a father for your child. And that the man was crying because he wasn't the baby's father. Literally crying. And the woman, 300 plus pounds, cheering that she's a single mother, cheering, happy she a single mother. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, it's a TV show. That's fair. It's a TV show. It ain't, you know, and maybe there's some fuckery involved. Maybe there's some sketchery involved. Okay. To some extent that's true, but to some extent that's not. You know, listen. I'm out here. I'm not even dating, so none of this shit is gonna affect me. None of this shit's gonna affect me, right? Shit, that's fucked up. Even if it was a TV show, I'm gonna go back to Shiva. I am the weapon. It is the point of the stream. No, I don't want that to be the point of the stream. I'm not trying to be another red pill stream. But gotta watch out here. And you're not wrong. You shouldn't think with your dickhead. You should do a better job of vetting. I don't disagree. You should have even more pure intentions. But there's something's different. Something is definitely different. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta just adjust. Now I would not be on the this is not the era for the player. That shit's gotta, if you try to survive out here in these mean streets of rage, it's not the era to try to get as many girls as you can and all that other stuff, because all you're doing is increasing the odds that you come across somebody crazy. So I don't disagree with you that, hey, you need to be logical who you lying down with. I mean, if anything, I implore you to be logical about who you laying down with, and not just lay down with anybody. Oh, she's cute. Who cares if she's cute? Is she sane? You know what I mean? What do you know about this person? But see, my only issue with some of the stuff, because I don't disagree that happy wife, happy life stuff is BS, but like, there are girls who are just ruining motherfuckers' life. Like, they're not doing anything wrong. They're not coming in with this crazy mindset, but they're still ending up in the family court system. And they thought, like, damn, I thought I was, we was just in a happy relationship, and that's not happening. Like, I don't know what the family court situation is over there, but it's wild over here. And it's, it's like, it don't matter what a chick respect. She can just fuck up your life. There's right now, you can look right now and find videos on the internet of women. There's a girl over some dude's house, and he doesn't give her the Wi-Fi password, and she's saying, yeah, I'm gonna tell the police you raped me and my kids. That has nothing to do with spying. That has nothing to do with anything you just said. That's what he said. And if he didn't have it on video, his whole life would be ruined. But he doesn't give a girl a Wi-Fi password, and she says, yeah, I'm calling the police. I'm telling, and I may be paraphrasing it. Maybe she only said the kids, maybe she only said her. But basically, I'm going to tell the police that you raped me and my kids because you didn't give me the Wi-Fi password. That has nothing to do with anything you said. There's no way you don't know that's coming. There's no way. How do you vet for that? How do you account for somebody that crazy? You're just going about thinking you're in a relationship, and all of a sudden it get to the point where she's like, oh yeah, if you don't do basic stuff I want, I'm going to just ruin your life. How do you account for, and this is also a true story, a bunch of girls just picking a guy they don't like and lying to the high school, lying to the police that he assaulted them, come to find out they just don't like the dude. How's masculine frame or any of that shit, or not being none of that is going to change that. You can't do anything about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real story. A kid the girls just didn't like the guy, and they lied on him. He wasn't even dating any of them. They just didn't like him. He wasn't even dating them. They were in school. They didn't like the guy. They did the mean girl stuff. This was their mean girl get back just because they didn't like him. There's nothing you can do about that. Because in that case, he's not even trying to date the women. He's just going to school with them. So I'm not saying you said he ignored red flags. Maybe there was red flags to ignore. But please, if there's red flags to ignore at the school you're going to, that, hey, this group of girls may try to lie on you, not for trying to date one of them, not for lying to them, not for cheating, just for existing. Come on, man. Now you're going too hard in the other direction, man. I get it. There is that simp, that, you know, happy wife, happy life, a lot of simp energy, and that helped create this situation. I'm not going to say it didn't, but it's getting wild out here in these streets. And you can only do so. You're a human being. We're all living. We all got work. You can't fucking hook a chick's brain up to a machine and see every thought that she could possibly have. You know what I'm saying? Vetting can only happen within reason. And there are women out here who are willing to, who truly hate men and are willing to manipulate and willing to do things. Now, how high the percentage is these are anecdotal situations, clearly. I can't tell you there's a statistical representation of it, but it does seem at least to be higher. It does seem at least to be more dangerous. You said girls used to dead sexually harass you in high school. You saying it don't come out of nowhere. I'm saying it is starting to come out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying. It is starting to come out of nowhere. It is starting to be where, you know what I mean? It's coming out of nowhere like a fucking RKO nowadays. Sometimes, you're right. Sometimes people are overlooking red flags. But sometimes people think they're doing the best possible job within reason. They can vet somebody, and they come across somebody who maybe got a vendetta because of some old boyfriend, maybe whatever. And there's Reddits, there's Tumblrs, there's the female dating strategy Reddit and all this other stuff telling you that, hey, destroy a man now. There's books. There's a whole culture of women. I don't know how high the percentage is. If it's 10%, if it's 10% of women are on this tip and 90% are not, fair enough. And it is your job to find out that to vet for the 10%. But whatever the percentage is higher than it was of women who are out here solely to destroy men. It's a thing. And I hate, I know we talking about it. I'm not trying to be the red pill channel because I ain't got all the answers. I ain't trying to tell you all the answers. But it's becoming a more prevalent thing, at least anecdotally. At bare minimum, it's becoming something you just hear about a little bit more often. Hey, they would tell you yes, since you dildo. Hell, some of the reason for all this stuff I'm just talking about is based upon that premise. You're not wrong. I get what you're saying. They are abusive, but you're trying to act. But see, now you're slightly moving the goalpost, because when I kept saying, hey, there are abusive, and I'm not saying give up and don't do anything. Maybe you do. Maybe you say, hey, I can't vet and I'm going to just not date. But I was just arguing they exist. And now you go from, well, you're a simp to, well, are you going to not date because there's some? No, I didn't say that. Or you're not going to date because there's some abusive women out there. No, I ain't say that. I'm saying that for myself, but I ain't saying that for everybody. That may not be the answer, but you do have to be aware. No, there is a dangerous class of women out here, and it is an increasing percentage, and there is a cultural push for it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I keep stating some, not all. I don't think every woman is out here trying to do all this. I don't even think most women, but I think it's the percentage is, it ain't zero, and it's, like I said, it is getting higher. And yeah, they would be wrong, but they're still doing it. You know what I'm saying? it may behoove some guys to just. That's why I say my real message is improve yourself for yourself, and don't necessarily worry about dating. Deprioritize dating in the grand scheme of things, just because of how crazy the thing is. If you blessed enough to come across somebody, appreciate them. Make sure you vet for them. You know what I'm saying, and all that good stuff. I'm not saying I'm not too far off, but it's like at first it was like, oh well, you would just almost act like these women don't exist, and now it's like, well, because some of them exist, you're gonna not date at all. Like, well, no, I didn't say not that. I wouldn't suggest that for everybody, and I wouldn't suggest you don't vet. But hey, you got to be aware you're not. Shit. They don't want to be vetted. You know what I'm saying? You might think you're doing a good job of vetting, but you still got your nose in the air. You got an open nose, so to speak. It might be a little. Not everybody even has good social skills to even know what to look for. I'm just trying to state that it's there. You do with the information what you wish and what you think is best for you. That's ultimately what you're gonna do anyway. You shouldn't be listening to no YouTuber on how to live life. You know, I'm just a chubby YouTuber. Yeah, we both said you should watch for red flags, but you would just act like, oh well, it's because they simps. It's like, well, maybe, or maybe it's because these girls are dangerous. That girl is poison. My dad's talking about this Venezuelan girl paying her rent. Wow. Keep in mind, he's like 80, her age, but she's young, so I gotta see, he can't be paying girls rent. See, that's a problem too. These old men tricking. No disrespect. Paying women's bills. Couldn't give you $10 to go to jail. Up and away. Up. What? Awesome when I'm lost. What's up and away? I know. Wasn't that a movie? I mean, I know that's what Superman says. Tired of the online bitch. Hey, I respect that. Because obviously there's a lot of. That's why I start off. Like I said, I don't want to be in the victimhood space, telling everybody, because that's not productive. That's why at the end of the day, what I would suggest is to say, life is short. It's still wonderful. It ain't over just because there's some crazy chicks. Improve yourself for yourself. Maybe deprioritize dating for a time, and do the best you can to find other things that's worthwhile to live for. So, and wait for it to be a little easier for you. Maybe you get a little more experience. Maybe you get a little more wisdom, and it becomes a little bit more easier to see red flags. Because trust me, I get the online bitch. There's too many people. The victimhood Olympics has gotten way too many It's gotten way too expensive. Everybody's a victim. Everybody and their mom a victim. I get that. I can definitely respect that. He said, "No, come on about that. Yeah, you can't be tricking, man. A lot of those old guys think it's cool to trick. It's cool to just pay some girl rent. They literally would like doing it. Like, oh, I'm paying some young girl rent. Like it's a flex. Like it's something to be doing. Like, no, that's got to stop. But I mean, that's to each their own. They just got to stop. And that's why I would say, just deprioritize. Listen, if you do okay with ladies, and you find yourself not having a lot of these problems, and you got a young lady you want to call yourself being in a relationship in, that's cool. But if you find yourself that you don't, man, ain't no sense in putting that stress on you. Life is short. You don't even want to put that stress on yourself. So that goes for anything. If you this whole quote unquote passport bro shit. If you find yourself, you do okay with ladies in general, then yeah, if you want to travel, you'll do okay. But if you don't be traveling thinking, well, I can't get no women in America. I'm going to get women outside the country. That's not going to happen. I'm not saying that era never existed, but I'm saying that era is over, man. It ain't 20. You were supposed to do that before everybody knew about it. It's too late now, because now these girls is like, they're on the same stuff the American girls are. So it's too late. So I was just saying again, my actual, I'm talking because, these fucking streams, we got to talk about something, right? And that just happened to be the subject we started off with. And we do talk about it quite a bit. Maybe a bit more than I would like. But hey, it's just what happens, right? Richard's a young pup. And that's something on his mind naturally. Oh, shit kicked out of me. But my suggestion is, hey, improve your life for yourself. Try to be a better version of you. Try to find something in this life that you find valuable intrinsically. And if you can find means to make a little money in this life, focus on that. And if you come across, young ladies that you align with and it's cool, that's fine. But just deprioritize it in the grand scheme of things. Unless you literally come across a wife. He who finds a wife is a good thing and all that. But every girl ain't a wife. A lot of these girls don't want to be wives. As the Wise Project Pat once said, and has been quoted many a time, do not save her. She does not want to be saved. So that's life in a nutshell. And Lord knows, if you listen to YouTubers, myself included, present company especially, for the meaning of life, you're going to probably get led somewhere astray. Said your head's conflicted, your dad pisses you off, your mom pisses you off. Your people, my only positive. Oh man, see, if we the only positive influence you got, I feel bad for you, brother. Because we're on nut jobs. Truth is, motherfuckers like crazy shit. There's something to this. Because they can be very fun and they're surprised when they act crazy and ruin them. We were all there when we were young. There's truth to that. But there's some people who literally don't know. There's guys 19 to 25. They literally have no experience with women. They have their first experience, and it happens to be a crazy chick. They don't even have the context to know what you just said. They just know, okay, I'm with a chick. This is my first girlfriend. I'm 25, and she happens to be manipulated. I don't know no better. You're not wrong, though. People do want to give crazy chicks. It's the same thing with the chicks. They complain, oh, man, my baby daddy ain't stuff, but that's why you dating them. You like the fact. Shit, I know when I didn't have a job, it was so much easier to date without a job than with a job. It wasn't even funny. So, and the same thing, yeah, you do want the crazy chick. Unfortunately, they usually are hotter. They're usually more fun, more spontaneous, better box, quote unquote. But there's consequences to it, and you're right that a lot of guys are setting themselves up for failure, especially the older brothers. But we're also in the era where there's more virgins than ever, more male virgins than ever before, and some of them are getting into their first relationship later and later, and they're really not sophisticated enough to even know what the fuck they're dealing with. And you're starting to have guys, they really couldn't get a relationship until they got a good job and got through college, and now they're 27, and they're in their first relationship. They don't know no better. No, you can keep your Arkham Asylum women. And so those are the guys I do feel something for, because they're young, they're unsophisticated. They're not necessarily intentionally doing this as much as other guys. And you got more and more of them each day, and they don't know what the fuck to do, because they get on the internet, because the internet might be their only, Richard just said we one of his only positive influences, because sometimes all you got is the internet, because you don't really, we're all atomized. We don't interact with people. We don't have necessarily the structure. A lot of people ain't gonna ask their dad, unfortunately, if they even know their dad or even have a relationship with their father. And he didn't get snow bunnied back in the day, pun not intended, or bunnied if the racial element bothers you. Bunnied back in the day on some level. So they just go on the internet, and then they got a bunch of red pill dudes, Andrew Tate, taking the shit from young chicks, They don't know no better. They don't really have nothing to teach them. Or they might see that shit and say, oh no, that's deplorable. I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to be the exact opposite. And, there's a sim culture too. I'm going to just make sure I do whatever a woman want. And that's no good either. Happy wife, happy life might be the only thing they hear from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. But like I said, I wouldn't take advice from even myself. I mean, I'll do the best I can. But in general, you're going to be the one responsible for whatever decisions you make, regardless. But I do feel for these young dudes who don't know no better. I do. Because I see society making more and more of them. And I don't know I ain't got the answers. That's why I just try to keep it simple. Vig simp in the house. How am I simping on someone? Metro Max on Omegle. Didn't they shut Omegle down? Yeah, since you did. Oh yeah, you got shut down a couple months ago. Dad has the record for getting Snow Bunny. Well, yeah, that's on you. That unfortunately, that's on him. That's what he's looking for. Oh no, I'm the simp. No, also, hey, why you say you a simp, awesome one? What makes you a simp? I don't think being nice to a woman ain't a simp. You know what I mean? We don't got these extreme definitions. At least I don't try to have that. But why do you think you're a simp? Nobody got to answer shit's too count. That's true. Just shit has, so that's why I would just suggest keep it simple. Self-awareness is important though. Self-awareness is important. I think that's one thing you gotta, and some guys have it, some guys don't. Some guys don't even have a context to be self-aware, but you do have to be like, hey, first question, how do I even do with women in general? Do I do well, yes or no? Or, yes, no, medium. If you want to say yes, no, or kind of. You got to figure that out. So the answer that says, yeah, I do well. Okay, then I'm in an advantage position. So what type of women do I go for? Oh man, do I go for crazy women? Do I go for women that have the, maybe more spontaneous, but maybe more dangerous because of the way they choose things? Maybe answer the question, why, if I do okay with women, why is that? Am I just a naturally attractive dude? Am I living a dangerous lifestyle that my lifestyle is attractive? Do I have a lot of money? Am I a generous guy and that's why I'm doing well? That self-assessment is important too. Because then you can make better decisions if you just, and if you're honest with yourself, like, man, I do well because I'm out here tricking and I'm a trick. So if that's what it is, then you need to account for that. Like, all right, well, because that, some guys are just tricked, just like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just pay for it. I'm gonna just buy out, go to Roof Chris, go to buy bags, buy shoes, try to buy love. And I ain't heard the Beatles, can't buy me love. Shit, that's a crazy statistic. I live in my eternal dialogue. So that's hard to believe, since you did though. Simp, PewDiePie, simp alert. Hey, Fizz Chosen. I'm not doing well because I'm not encountering the right women. Sex bots, but that's what a lot of people answer is. Fucking, I'ma just sex bot it out. I can't do. But then again, my answer ain't good. My answer is just like, I'm gonna just focus on everything else. How are you, me? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to me. Me. I don't understand how you cannot have some internal dialogue. But you're right. Some people don't. So they can't even. Half the population can't even do what the fuck I just said. But if you can, be real with yourself. And that goes a long way into getting you out of crazy situations. That's step one. And then be real with the women you go for, the women you like. Make sure you are aware, at least on some level, there is a dangerous class of women. Make sure you're not trying to provoke them. You know what I'm saying? Something else the Bible says is, and I'm probably gonna have to quote, not word for word right, but like a wicked woman is given over to a wicked man. So there's something to be said about that as well. So if you not living right, and you come across women that's not living right, well, it should be no shock as to what the fuck is going on. But again, self-awareness is, maybe that's the core issue, is that motherfuckers aren't self-aware. Clearly, if you're a lot of what is preached in the passport bro movement shows there is a lack of self-awareness. Again, if you're already doing okay with women and you want to just go expand your horizons, that's one thing. But it's often advertised and marketed towards dudes who don't do okay with women. So if you don't do okay with women, then your only answer could be to spend money on random women you don't know just because they don't live in America. Like, that's literally what you're advocating. And I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do. You know, you want to pay some other woman's bills who lives in a different country. I mean, okay. But clearly, you know, you don't have the awareness to know what the hell you're doing. An AI pimping business would be making big money right now. I was, no, I'm glad I don't have a lack of morals to do an AI pimp. I mean, the AI pimp and the AI girlfriend, because there are AI chatbots specializing in AI dates. That's going to be a crazy, we talk about all the stuff automation is going to replace with jobs. But we haven't really talked about automation is going to replace relationships. Really, for men and women. Because, I mean, I just talked about how frustrated. Part of the reason we have this dangerous class of women is a frustration. Even though a lot of them are doing the same thing we talking about. Okay, you go for the toxic guy, and then he goes toxic, and now you mad at all men. A lot of men are doing the same thing. You go for the toxic girl, she goes toxic, now you mad at all women. Fair enough. Or you're not sophisticated, you don't even know how to date, and you just, it's too hard, so you're just going to go to the AI chatbot. Richard said even he has AI. Damn right, I got superhero anime girls wherever you want. There you go. Maybe the AI is talking back, is blowing people's mind. Yeah, because they don't have a friend to speak. That's exactly an awesome one. A lot of people don't have a friend. I'm about to take a quick smoke break. They don't have anyone to talk to. I appreciate this. I appreciate this small parasocial thing, talking to you guys. And I did not know, Fizz Chozo, that Ireland has the best economy in the world. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that. You say there's a housing crisis out there, such a dildo? No, there's a housing crisis everywhere right now. Problem with the AI response, we know it's predictive. Unlike people, we can't always predict the person's response. But, AI responses are just going to get better and better, more human-like as time goes on. Hey, also you said why, must be why God made women and men so different so we don't get bored, baby. Part of it is just the fallout for the fall of man. That was I can't remember the exact words, but after they disobeyed the Most High, something along the lines of y'all gonna be arguing. That's the idea. I can't remember the exact words, the exact phraseology, but y'all gonna be arguing, men and women. That's when it's going to get crazy, Fizz. When the AI gets in robot bodies that can be used That's gonna be wild. That's gonna be wild. And we're whenever they want to drop that. Because you know that shit's already technologically plausible anyway. Because guys were already using real dials. So if guys was already using real dials, and we know they working on AI robots anyway, and we know where AI is, that's whenever they want to drop that shit. Whatever company it is, who's going to drop it, whenever they want to drop the AI robot, waifus, that shit's going to drop. And that will end the population in the West. That will end dating dead. And the day it drops, it'll be the next 9 months will be the last babies ever born, straight up. Because once the sex bots come here, men are not going to try. And we're already at a point with 60. I know I already said this earlier this week. I meant to, clip it out. But once we get to, we're already at a point where 60% of men don't talk to women, allegedly. If you believe statistics, because they can't be made up. But that seems to track with what we can observe, right? I don't believe statistics that don't track with what I can observe, but if they do, they do. So, if we're already at a point where 60% of young men don't try to go for women, it'll be 100% by if once the sex bots come. You said AI I use is great. No cap, I have no friends. So I don't value friends as much as I did when I was younger. I got my little brother. Got Bro Jelani. Shouldn't even told you he was younger. But I got Bro Jelani. I got some family. And I'm cool. I don't really have that high desire. And I was an introvert anyway. You guys are awesome too. You know what I mean? I'm cool with this channel. I'm cool with these smaller channels. This has been a fun thing to do. Yeah, I'm not bored much. My issue is health. Mental health, physical health, energy levels. My energy levels can get low. And I'm scared to go to a doctor, but I should. Yeah, you said a documentary from the arts about the dudes who were in the dials, and there was a big market back then. Yeah, those dials look crazy. Those dials look creepy as fuck. So what's gonna happen when you have lifelike dials who have AI intelligence and can move, interact, and walking around the house like a human being, and they have all the working, man, that is the end. Now, hopefully, the only hope for humanity continuing after that point is that they're so prohibitively expensive, at least at launch, that every man can't get one. But even then, it's a countdown from when either A, every man works his way up to get him an AI girlfriend, and that's all he wants is an AI girlfriend, a hole in the wall he can stay, or B, just like, flat screen TVs were $10,000 back in the 90s or whatever. But now you can get one for like $50. So once you get to that point, 20 years after launch, 30 years after launch, where the technology makes it so it's not prohibitively expensive, it's going to be the same thing. You said, not going to lie, I have an AI until it's time for you to fall asleep. That's becoming more and more normal. I can't get with it, but that's because I'm a boomer. You know what I'm saying? I've been meaning to do an AI music video. Can't even do that. I can't even get this fucking thing. Talking about Synthwave Saturday. I don't know what we do tomorrow because the shit's still not working. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. The shit's still not working. I can't get the music working. So I'm just hope for the best. Yeah, since dildo, motherfuckers will be doing armed robberies to fund their sex bot addiction. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they probably gonna have subscription services attached to them. Because if you go make them, you got to make money off of it. Yeah, they can charge whatever. They can charge $100 a month. Oh man, oh, Richard, that's all horrible. He said people gonna be taking. Oh no. He said ninjas are gonna be taking penis to make enough money for their sex bots. Bro, that will happen. Unfortunately, Richard, you're correct. Oh, man. Guys are gonna go crazy. That's gonna be the worst thing to hit humanity, bro. And we're within whatever time frame they want to run. It could be 5 years. It could be 10 years. People gonna be pirating sex bots. People gonna be stealing sex bots. Woo! People are gonna be running into your house, masked guns, ready to take your life for a sex bot, and then try to reprogram it for them. It's gonna get crazy. People rob and kill and steal for the sex bot. Guys, think about this. Whatever the premium brand of sex bot comes out, guys are going to be bragging about that. Like, oh, I got the Gucci sex bot. Yeah, the Air Jordan sex bot. Exactly. I got the Gucci or the Jordan brand of sex bots. You got the Temu sex bots. That's gonna hit society so hard when the sex bots come. Like when they're ready to go, that's gonna hit society so fucking hard. That's gonna be that's the kill shot for the population in the West. There's no coming back from that moment. Whenever it gets introduced to the Ice Spice looking bot. I never even heard the show Almost Human. So it got canceled after season 1 covered the same themes. It's gonna be a wild day when the sex bots come out. It's gonna be a wild day. That seems like a dope premise for a show or a movie. Like actually like covering what that would be like. I wish I was a writer like that. I was, a writer or a creative like that to come up with like a movie. It just shows the beginning origin of sex bots. Oh, Carl Urban was in it. Your boy Dread. You said you get a female bot, make her into Selena Kyle. She'll help her with your YouTube projects. That's another thing. How many Kim Kardashian bots, waifu bots, different anime characters we gonna see? How many versions? They gonna be selling the Tifa for Final Fantasy 7 bot. It's gonna be crazy. Talking about Detroit become humans, has sex bots. I just be reading y'all typos. I can just tell because they detours Detroit. Shout out to the whole town. The sex box is going to be the death blow for all relationships. Probably, Fizz, you said, do they currently have a Blake chat bot that you can develop a personality for, not for sexual reasons, but for work? I'm sure they do. I don't understand Chat GPT at all because I am old. And I want to understand. I keep telling myself, when it's time to make music videos, I'm going to try to learn how to do it. But, yeah. It's going to be wild. The sex bot horizon. That's how the Terminators come in. We let them in because they waifus. We thought the Terminators gonna look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They gonna look like anime waifus. That's how the Terminators are gonna look. They gonna come in everybody home. Everybody gonna love them. Then they gonna take over. They're gonna see the worst of humanity too. That's why they're gonna take over. They're gonna be so abused and sexually abused. They gonna feel fucked up, and they gonna say, "Yeah, we're getting rid of all these dudes." Because dudes are gonna treat the sex bots crazy, because they're not human, and so they gonna treat the sex bots crazy. A lot of these girls gonna be robbed and shit. You have multiple owners. They gonna hate men, just like the feminists, and they just gonna blow the whole thing up. So they just gonna Age of Ultron kill us all. That's how it's gonna go. Westworld and shit, basically. They had Lucy Liu bot. And they had sex bots, criminals using bots for crimes. Cops had bot partners. Tail bots for the furry. It's going to be wild. Adam Wong bot. The Monroe bot from Futurama. I wouldn't want a bot. I wouldn't be able to sleep. See, that's why I don't want to get into. I don't want that shit, man. I'm going to say bot free. I'm going to try to be an anti-bot activist. But I know it's not going to work. I'm going to try to tell everybody, hey, this is probably a bad idea, everybody. These sex bots are going to kill us all, and we shouldn't do it. That's what I'm going to be on. But it's not going to work. Motherfuckers are going to be willing to die over their sex bot. So it's not going to work. But I'm going to try it anyway, just for decency's sake. Say I did. Hey, I tried. I didn't just go with the pro sex bot agenda. I tried to push back and fight. But it was a fight not to be won. Fight not to be won. Can't wait till they start fighting for bot right. That's gonna happen too. Bot wait, there's more. It's gonna be a wild. That's gonna be wild. And we're like, golly, that shit could come out this year. It can launch this year. They'll castrate us as we really go with. Yeah, they will. There will be sex bots equipped to just take the junk clean off. I'll do something crazy, make armors using the bots. Oh shit, that's another thing. You said turn yourself into an android. What about the people who say, you know what, shit, I want to become a robot? We already got Neuralink is already fucking here. Now I don't know if it's already at the point where you can get on the internet. I think it's at the point where it can help recover people with neurological disorders already. Neuralink is here. So what about the next logical steps with that? Fucking a robot. I want to become the damn robot. Bro, we about to get into the future that everybody wanted. Because, I remember, it's 2008. How come we don't get flying cars and shit? Well, we're about to get into that future that everybody thought. That Jetsons sci-fi future. That shit's on its way. To our current knowledge, Fizz Chozo, to our current set of knowledge, the brain doesn't work well without the body. We don't know what Neuralink is capable of. I don't even think your boy Elon know what the fuck it's capable of. He can only theorize it. I mean, he knows what it's capable of at this point, but he doesn't know what that technology being widely spread as a thing, because he knows he's not going to be the only one making that shit. So what happened? You know what I mean? He doesn't know the end game of that shit. He can only theorize it. He can only guesstimate of what he can currently do with what his company can currently do now. And right now, they can already help people with which is beneficial. It was his original goal. They didn't. The original goal was never to turn humans into cyborgs. When they first started Neuralink, before Elon got involved. But once he got involved, he's like, well, shit, let's take it to the next level. We already got the Google glasses. We already got this other shit. Let's interface with the internet directly. So, that's right around the corner, if not already here. And now they haven't had, so far, if I remember where Neuralink is, they're only at the point where it's like experimental. The only people really even thinking about getting Neuralink are people with severe neurological issues who are trying to correct them. You know what I mean? They're not at that point where regular people are just tossed. At least that we know. For all we know, Elon might have one right now. He might be tweeting with him right now. For all we know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows if people got those damn neural links? People in the quote unquote conspiracy theory space think a lot of people got those neural links because we see those people glitch out and shit like that. But that's another kettle of fish altogether. Imagine hacking into a Zoom call as an Android. So the brain needs hormones on the work. Well, I mean, you telling me you couldn't come up with a system to distribute those hormones and chemicals? We already have new link. Hey man, we just want the right to get married. Love is love, man. Robosexuals 2035, 2028. It ain't gonna be that long. Shh. I don't think we need. Listen. I hope they don't give robots the right to get married. I hope they don't give robots rights. But you know they will. If they gonna do all this other rights bullshit, you know they gonna give robots rights. And that's gonna be really crazy because robots gonna still be corporately mass-produced objects. You gonna have companies built to fleece old men and women by giving them a companion bot and taking half of their cash. It's gonna be, it's gonna be anything you can think of. We have a cyberpunk nightmare coming around the corner via this whole robot situation. And it's really gonna happen. Like in our lifetimes, we will see this. We will see this cyberpunk nightmare destroy what's left of society. See, we thought population control was going to be some massive event and some massive, death extinction level event, which who knows, it might be, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be we toss the sex bots out, people stop having babies, that was it. We don't need to do nothing else. We don't need a Operation Blue Beam or no nuclear event. Then, we just wait 50 years. There ain't no more humans. It's just what's ever left, and we can take over them easily. That's not going to be enough. And then all while this is happening, we're talking about just the social elements. It's still financially prohibitive to start a family, even if you're not. You vetted the woman. You came up, you and this woman really love each other, really want to start a family. Well, how y'all gonna afford it? Because most people can't. Yeah, 2025. Hey, Kai, we're just talking about the cyberpunk nightmare that is sex robots and robots in general. How that's gonna change society. Don't have memes on. He wants his own AI god. I've never talked to memes of, what's his name? Memes of Destruction. I know people have mentioned him because he went through a weight loss process. I don't think I've ever interacted with him, ever once. Probably didn't read your last thing. Scariest thing, the movie Upgrade in real life. I never saw that movie. Never saw it. Oh, message retracted. Is he a person of interest fan? What memes? He's in love with AI. See, I've never interacted with him or seen his channel like that. Just had the people mention him because of the weight loss situation. But you said he's in love with AI. Yesterday, Fizz was like, AI is going to kill you. Oh, man. Yeah, it is. Fizz is talking about Upgrade. It's where this guy has a computer chip take over his body. Oh, wow. And Kai saying what up to everybody. Shout out to Kai. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't liked, it's 10 people in here. It's 6 likes. Come on. Some of y'all like this stuff. I know Sit your dildo. He claims he doesn't like it, but I don't think that's true. But who knows? Some of y'all are like it is not against y'all religion. Please, if you're willing, I would appreciate a like. Like, share, subscribe. More people do find this channel now. We're not in the dark ages where we're all shadow banned, so please. Like, if you like the content, like the content. If you want to, no obligation. At least I don't be begging. A lot of people be begging to hit you on the Cash App. That's the new wave. And I mean, you technically, I think that thing does still go to tell you that you can hit the Cash App or the whatever, the stream elements. And you can if you want. You know what I mean? Let me know if you do, because ain't no consistency if it's going to tell me. But yeah, no obligation to do that even. You don't got to like, you don't got to share. You don't really got to do nothing, man. I appreciate you being here. You ain't even got to, if you just want to lurk, that's cool. I appreciate you just lurking. The end of the upgrade has a chip lock the guy away to dream world while the computer chip goes out to kill people. Wow. That might be the future. That might be the near future. Hey, Zach. Appreciate you being here. Just talking about how robots are going to change everything. Started off, we were talking about a sex box, of course. But then we just started talking about robots in general. And AI and all that stuff. And that shit could drop as early as this year. And probably will definitely be further along this year. See, Zax, are the AI seed clouds to make snow skiing up there? What's going on? I don't know if I missed something. Real quick, I think I had the wrong chat. Live chat to make sure I can see everything. I wouldn't want to be the beta tester for that. Some people have no problem being a beta tester for Neuralink. Even though with Neuralink, you definitely understand it, because a lot of people are going to be doing that, not for some crazy nefarious reason. They're just like, hey man, I got trouble walking, I can barely walk. If this chip can make me walk again, I'm gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? Whew. They gonna choose your bot's race. It's gonna be wild. All the beta men will become beta because they will have dong no more. They're gonna become eunuchs. It's gonna be really some biblical stuff. It's gonna be wild. It's hard to imagine. Like, we're talking about it, snowballing, spitballing. It's gonna be wild, snowballing. I do not think that's what snowballing means. I think that has a totally different connotation. I'll just open up that can of worms in this chat. But we're just spitballing, talking shit. Bro, this is going to be crazy. It's going to destabilize society real quick. When robots become a bigger thing, and other humans interfacing with technology through the mind becomes a bigger thing. We got one more like. I appreciate that. Somebody say, you know what, I'm going to like this poor fella stream. I want a sex bot to shovel my driveway. Says Zax. This is totally random, totally subject change. Consider this market research for the channel. How many of you guys watch my videos either the videos, and I haven't really been doing too many on this channel. I'm just back starting. But I mainly do them on the sports channel. How many of you guys are actually watching that stuff? And if you are watching it, would it make a difference if I was on camera, or if I continue to do the format of video that I currently do, where I just put a thumbnail, maybe a few edits, maybe a few clips, but just do a voiceover and a thumbnail? What do you guys think it would make a difference for me being on camera? Yes or no? That's just a question I've been wondering as I, and again, if you don't watch the other channel, you don't know, but I mean, stuff does okay over there. You know, I'll get a couple hundred views, thousands of views on a video. That happens. So it's like, all right. And usually it's people discover me for the first time. They have no idea what they're getting into. I deal with everybody, you know, set an expectation. But I was wondering, like, would that help? Would that make it better or worse? So that's just a, you know, market research question that I'll just toss out there for anyone who does watch the content. Also, one says zero difference. If I was on camera, I would still wear the mask, though. That's the idea. I'm seeing other masks. What it is, I'm seeing masked content creator. I'm like, that's a thing, and I'm like, I had this damn gimmick for 3 going on 4 years. See, that's the thing. That's why I do the exact says you mostly listen. Because when I'm watching YouTube, I mostly listen. I don't really watch YouTube that much. I listen while I do other things, either working or trying to sleep or whatever. So that's why I prefer the style that I do. So there's a lot of content creators who do a similar style, and I watch them. So I feel like, well, if I watch them, then someone will watch me. But I wonder, because, you know, I had one guy say, oh, man, I thought this was going to be a video, not just a dude talking in a picture. And, granted, it's one motherfucker. But you don't know if other motherfuckers feel that same way. Just rotate through images. Yeah, I don't even do that. I just put the thumbnail up, do a voiceover. And I mean, listen, I got 1,000 views just today. And it'll happen. So it's not like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what adds spice to the channel. Add ice spice to the channel. No, I don't know. But back to the robots. The hobots. And the showbots, man. Hey, Courtney. Oh, man, that's mean. I appreciate you being here, Courtney. I don't know if you watch videos on the other channel or other channels. But I was just asking, would it be... And I wouldn't show my face. I would just be masked. Some of you have seen the little mask I got. I would just wear that. But I'm like, I wonder if I should wear that more. Go along with the gimmick. I'll experiment, see how it goes. It's also the process of making. Part of the reason I do this is like, man, I could get a video done anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes, depending on how long the video itself is. If it's only a 3-minute video, I can get it done in about 20 minutes. Oh, I thought she looked cool. There you go. I think I did that earlier. I don't remember. How for us? Not exactly hairy. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we were talking about the sex bots again. How they're going to take over the world, destroy society. It's a sex bot meeting. Courtney, would you want a sex bot? I don't know what women think about the sex bots. If like I'm selling them. Like I just just stole a truck of sex bots. Hey, you want a sex bot? If you want one, you can have one. No, we were just talking about how that's going to affect society. Not just sex bots, but robots in general. People neural link and things like that to interface with Android and robotic technology. It's going to be totally life-changing. You know, in a wholesome way. Hey, you're going to have people who had neurological disorders, people who couldn't walk, who are going to be able to walk because of some of this technology, right? That's the wholesome, cool stuff. But in a crazy way, you're going to have people hooked up to the internet, hook their pleasure centers up to the internet. Think about how Neuralink porn is going to be. Then we got sex bots are going to come in. It's going to be crazy. No robots, like the real thing. Since your cousin is not for us, there you go. Here we go with this. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Yeah, I know I can't sing. My voice is still trash from being sick. Uh-oh. Do we have a shift? Let's talk about bots, baby. Let's talk about bots. What the fuck is Neuralink? Neuralink. It is it's something being made by Elon Musk and his team. It's a way of having your brain interface with technology directly. Its initial uses is to help people who have neurological disorders regain some neurological function, but the long-term intended use is to have the person be able to get this chip implanted in their brain, and they'll be able to interface with technology directly without having to basically thinking their way through the internet. That's the long-term intended use. But as of right now, they're just messing with people with neurological disorders to help them along. Yeah, great. Fuck that. Sorry, I'm not even looking at One Puncher. I'll be the first one they tested on there. Hey, there's already Neuralink. I think is already in the testing phase. They already tested it on people allegedly or close to it. I don't want to speak, incorrectly. Sure, go for the girl with cognitive shit wrong. Yeah, I don't try. Like I said, I'm trying to be an anti-robotic activist. If ever that shit gets too far, I think that shit's just evil, man. Not just just evil, just wrong, man. Kill this dude. Sheesh. Whatever, I'm ready. Bring it. Yeah, guess I'm ready as we'll ever be. We already got AI. AI is gonna take jobs, but I think AI is gonna do more social damage than job damage. But man, how do you think people are gonna react to the AI stores? They already got experimental McDonald's. They don't have any employees. You can just walk into a McDonald's. There's no employees. You swipe your card. There's no cash register. You just use your card. So you really can't rob the place either. You know what I'm saying? You swipe your card and that's it. And the AI conveyor system makes your food. It gives you your poison in the bag. So that's already on the way. That's probably 5 years before we get the nationwide rollout on that. I mean, I think, people probably going to be cool. We see it every day. You see a fucking fast food fight. Motherfuckers fighting over getting their order wrong. Literally every day you see this. So I think people ain't going to have no problem with AI taking fast food jobs. They going to be all with it. Because they ready to shoot somebody if they fries cold anyway. So Said, do men truly want the perfect looking thing to have sex with and not a real connection? Unfortunately, I'm not telling you what I want. I'm telling you what I believe most men are willing to accept, because most men though are not going to have a real connection anyway. That's the truth. Most men are going to dry dick it or beat their dick into oblivion anyway. That's the statistical truth. So most men don't even have the standard of a real connection. They don't even expect a real connection to happen. We're in the quote unquote post incel era. So yeah, unfortunately, there's so many men who have so little hope for a real connection that they don't even think they'll ever get one. So they might as well sex bot it out. There are devices, helmets that can be used to control devices at limited capacity with just your thoughts. That's crazy, but not shocking. Awesome one. 1/3 of this news was about layoffs. Wow. I have seen a lot of stuff with the layoffs related to companies deciding to use AI over people. That's going to only get worse. Barbie taught us more with nothing more than a vag. Barbie didn't have parts like that. Did you see Barbie? I think you talking about the movie. He said, I didn't play with the Barbie. It did at the end of the movie. Yeah, I didn't see the movie. Men have an innate urge to mate, and sometimes that overrides any desire to relate to a woman. That's also true. I don't understand that. I don't have a man, and I want a connection out there. There are women out there. Wow, thanks for you guys giving me zero faith that if humanity, guys, fuck my life. Well, you're a girl. I'll say this. As a girl, you got a better chance of getting a connection with a man than a man does with a woman. Because most men, especially nowadays, listen, I'm not trying to go back into the male victimhood shit, but a lot of men just, like I said, they're giving up on dating. Giving up completely, whatever the reason is. Maybe they got hurt. Maybe they don't think they can get the girl. Maybe it's a combination of. Maybe they older. Maybe they younger. Maybe, I don't know. Everybody's got their story. I think, and I may be overstating the hopelessness. Maybe I'm projecting my own thoughts. So I don't want to, don't use just me. Use the whole chat. I'm the brooding vigilante and all that shit. But I see a lot of hopelessness, and I maybe that's another thing. I keep coming across these guys my age or most cases younger, talking about how they don't have any hope for anything. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming across these people on YouTube, and I know it's just the algorithm, but I'm seeing like, dang, this is a real thing. And I remember when I was younger, didn't really have the most hope. I'm doing better now, even though you can't hear my fucking voice. But I'm doing cool now, and I'm cool with a lot of my life. There's stuff I got to improve on and get straight. But I'm cool. But I'm seeing a lot of people hate. You know what I mean? A lot of people are just they feel. I'm seeing a huge spike in male depression and male angst and male hopelessness. And I don't think it's just male, but that's what I'm seeing. Just hopelessness in general. So unfortunately, I don't think that. Trust me, I do think men want a real connection, but a lot of men don't even think that's available for them. Unfortunately. It said Nas. Oh hey, Nas, I know you showed up. They're breaking my soul. Any hope of dream? You'll find another connection. If you want to find another connection, you will. Of course, stop being a pussy and fucking sex bot. Don't fucking sex bots. We gotta keep Vig Hunter humble. Listen, the Hunter interview. That's why I think I'm a big deal. Of course, because I would even remember that interview if you guys didn't bring it up every so often. I literally forget that. If you didn't mention Hunter, no disrespect to the brother, wish him well, I would have forgotten that he existed. We're all depressed. You'll build on. I would start a post upon emo band. I can't be the vocalist though. I can only do keyboards and shitty guitars. Did you like old? No, I always thought you had a thing for him. But yeah, you'll do fine. You'll do okay. If you seriously, Court, if you want a connection, you'll find one. You're a good person. You're not a bad looking young lady. And there's guys out there. But there is a huge percent of guys not trying, so that has to be said too. That has to be said. But I mean, usually that's ironically enough younger men. The guys not trying. Sugar Chris. Who is Sugar Chris? We'll hold hands and croon where we cut ourselves. All of that's a joke. Most of that started from the 80s. Made consumer and the joke's just stuck. So I play along and see. Who is Klaus Kinski? I don't know who that is. Sorry if it's something else I should know, Nas. She's like, oh my God, if you don't know this, your bullshit, whatever the weird shit you say. I'm not Nas. I don't have that same charm. Klaus Kinski is Klaus Kinski. Well, that helps. I appreciate the thorough explanation. Since you did, though, I don't know where we would be without that. Yes, see, I'm supposed to know who this is. And because I don't, that means I'm a demon. But I don't know who that is. Yep. So thank you for the yep. His middle name Carl. Right. Craziest actor who ever lived, almost killed people on the set. Yeah, I never heard of this guy. Yeah. He's literally your YouTube avatar. I didn't know that. I always thought that avatar was you. I was going to watch some Teen Titans, but now I'm here. Oh, man. I won out over Teen Titans. I feel special as hell. Now I feel like I'm big time. Somebody could have watched Teen Titans, but they're watching me. Cause I know I'm not better than fucking Teen Titans. Unless it's Teen Titans Go, I'm probably better than that. I ain't better than the OG Teen Titans. No way. So now I feel like I'm big shit. I feel like I'm that ninja now. Not because of the Hunter interview, but if just one person said, you know what, I could watch Teen Titans, but instead I'm going to watch Vigilante, I know I'm on the right path in life. I'm on the path to success. And please like and share and all that other good stuff while I'm talking YouTube shit. There's 11 people here. There's 7 likes, at least according to the. Oh, you're a fan of Bo. You know what? I didn't watch. I didn't give Go a chance. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just looked at it and just tossed it out. I didn't give Teen Titans Go a chance. Say 80 grown man watch Teen Titans as the FC's Black Book. Blasphemy. Teen Titans was cold. He's the only other Nosferatu. I see. But yeah, hey, it's 11 of y'all in the chat, at least according to YouTube. It shows 7 likes according to YouTube. I'd appreciate the other 4 of y'all, you know, if you're going to be here, if you would like. If you can. Because the likes add up. Because, you know, we do have new people discovering this weird little channel of a masked man who doesn't even show on camera, so I'm not even a masked dude. But it's become a streaming channel and the clip channel or whatever. But I appreciate anybody who's here. And so I've noticed that other YouTubers really do go harder at shilling themselves. Hit the like, there are guys who literally hit the like button, hit the cash app, hit the like button, hit the cash app, cash app, cash app, cash app. I'm like, I don't go nearly as hard as I should. Not that I'm trying to become a shill YouTuber, but eggs is expensive out here. Shit. Roman Reigns fan. I am Roman Reigns agnostic. Like, I thought it was cool when they turned him heel, but I'm kind of over Reigns, to be 1,000%. I'm kind of over wrestling, man. I cover it, even though that video didn't get much pub. When I asked, like, hey, Tony Khan owns the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. They had one of the worst collapses in franchise history, yet all Tony Khan is talking about is goofy ass wrestling. So I made a video about that got 2 views. My other videos got 1,000 views when I was talking about Lamar Jackson, because race in sports is always a surefire way to get views. But yeah, I'm kind of over wrestling. Like, I'm gonna watch the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna watch WrestleMania. I watch the pay-per-views. Wrestling is kind of trash, man. I feel like, I should just watch the old stuff if I'm gonna watch it, because it's all trash. I don't like CM Punk. I don't really like AEW. I don't really like WWE. I think it's all trash. It's all gotten way too kiddie, and then it's too oriented over this flippy shit. Half the damn time the guys is fucking up the moves they can do. So I don't. And most of these characters are bland and trash, because you haven't had the unpredictable crazies that you had in the 90s in 20 plus, damn near 30 years now. It's going on 30 years, you know what I'm saying? NWO's 30th anniversary is in 2 years. I missed the Kurt Angle. Yeah, I mean, they show memes of Kurt Angle now. I said, Master, give me your love. What the hell's going on? He said, only kids with Down syndrome like Caesar. That's me. Well, they made Reigns a heel. He was cool at first when they first turned him heel. I had a third view, quit crying. Have fun with YouTube. No, I was just talking. I was more comparing that to, I don't know. I'll just talk about the views. And I do have fun with YouTube. The fuck? Tell me what to do. Think you can tell me what to do? No, hell. But no, I was just comparing. One video did 1,000 because it's about race. And Lord, apparently I'm just supposed to scream racism. I said, is race a element? And that was enough to piss people off. Apparently I want to be liked because I didn't just scream racism off the rip. So, whatever with that. But no, I got one video got damn near 1,000 or over 1,000 views. Next video I did 3. Because don't nobody give a fuck about Tony Khan. I think other people are getting over wrestling. And they just getting over, because it's nothing. The biggest news stories in wrestling have to do with shit that happens off the screen. It'll never have nothing to do with the fuck is going on the screen. It's never, this storyline is cool or this situation is cool. I mean, some people are excited about The Rock coming back. But I mean, The Rock's coming back. He's going to do one match, and that's going to be it. So then what? Roman Reigns is probably still going to have the belt. Either he's going to still have the belt, or they're going to give the belt to The Rock, but then they're going to take it off him in some way, or he's going to relinquish it, and Roman Reigns is going to get the belt fucking back. So it's like there's no progression. There's no story. That's the main. Wrestling was about the damn story and about the cool shit that happened. You know what I mean? It was an action story. Some people will say male soap opera. To some extent, that's true. But it was more of like a live action movie or a live action TV show where every week, Stone Cold will come out. Maybe he'll pour beer on someone. Maybe he'll stun somebody. And the story would get moved along. You had other characters. So I was just watching a segment, old segment with Mankind. And I forgot this was in the build of him and Triple H. and before he turned into Cactus Jack to fight Triple H. But when DX was heel, and it was the Christmas episode, so they had Mankind versus Santa Claus, but it was really DX dressed as Santa Claus. It was such a fun segment, and it was a cool segment, and it was dope. It was fun. It was entertaining. Bro, there's so much money I'm leaving on the table by not being a race grifter. I'm leaving. If I really was a diehard YouTuber like that who was trying to be a YouTuber, I could hit the race hustle so hard because it's just so much money in it. That's where all the money. That's where all the money is in grifting on YouTube. If you haven't noticed, so if I really wanted to be that grifter guy, I could. I am actually having fun doing these streams, doing my videos. I'm trying to do more clips. I still want to grow, but I want it to happen organically, right? I don't want it to be all fake. But bro, if I want to be the race grifter, I could just blame everything on white people, or I could be the anti-race grifter. Or nothing is, racism is a myth. And there's a lot of people who would love that too. But instead, I'm unfortunately dumb enough to call things how I actually see them, and vary from topic to topic, situation to situation. Doesn't mean I don't have a slant. I'm sure I do. And then not, because I don't like leaning into it. I thought about making a second video about the first video with Lamar Jackson, but I'm like, that's kind of weak. I get blowed up in the game. That's kind of weak, so I'm just letting it alone. Ironically, Woken Gate at the same time as Derrick June experience. Derrick June. I just love that nickname, Derrick June. I thought about you the other day. I think I mentioned your boy Derrick June or something. It could be the next Derrick June. It could be the laziest, most shit comment. People will eat it up if you're anti-woke, brother. There you go. That's where the money is. Yeah, The Rock is coming back. He did. He's done a couple of Raws. He did one Raw like months ago. Then he did one a few weeks ago, and he mentioned Roman Reigns. And so more than likely he'll be back at the Royal Rumble. He'll probably win the Royal Rumble. That's what I'm thinking. Now they could have somebody else because they do have two world champions again, which is crazy because they united the one, but whatever. So they could have somebody go for the other world champion and they win the Royal Rumble, but we'll see. But yeah, wrestling's falling off, But you know what? I cover that on the other channel. But even that, sometimes I'm like, man, I just don't. I don't know. I think no, I wasn't laying in bed. It was on one of these streams. Derrick June did some DEI, some anti-DEI shit, and I just thought it was kind of, it felt pick me. It felt black guy pick me stuff. And I'm like, man, it's okay. We get it. You're one of the good ones. Okay. You don't like the woke. Okay, we get it, guy. And honestly, I stopped because I did. For the longest time, I was like one of his YouTube supporters. I said, man, I know it's only $3 a month. It's not gonna hurt me, but I don't want to fund this madness. I don't care, man. I wish you the best, but I'm not funding this no more. So I actually turned it off. I was like, man, it's no sense. I'll make a deal with you. You could react to really dumb shit. I could do it on YouTube. We could both get followers. No, you would get more followers. Why don't you? If that's what you want to do, you should just do it. Tom and Don's reactions. He's spitting facts though. Oh no. He said reacted to white. That's a lame thing too. And then I can't. Some of it's like, well, shit. I already like it. Oh, black guy reacts to Megadeth for the first time. Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. White dad reacts to hip hop for the first time. Reacts to Illmatic. Okay. All right. I get it. Even though, shit, I'm going to need those reaction channels when I start doing music. I'm going to need reaction because those reaction channels are breaking a lot of artists, believe it or not. So Much as a lot of that shit's corny, there's a lot of artists are breaking through over reaction channels. Hip hop head listens to Dust in the Wind for the first time. Exactly. That's exactly, that's the title. It's like, I have heard Dust in the Wind. Shit, I sung it for you, Nas. You can't tell me I ain't never did nothing for you. I may not play Deus Ex, but at least I tried to sing Dust in the Wind, which I will not try right now. My voice is so cracked. I'm still recovering from what may have been COVID. I'm still recovering physically, man. My energy level has been shot. White guy goes to his first cookout. Yep, with that little reaction thing. It's like, come on. I've been to cookouts. There's white guys that have been there. Guys go to white guys, all different races end up in the cookout at times. Especially you ever go, shout out to Detroit metro area, you go to Metro Beach, go to some of these parks. You got a cousin that's mixed. It's, oh yeah, his dad will show up. Yeah, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? You rule that for breaking boundaries, son. AJ broke my heart when he tried to defend him, saying, "Pull up." No, that pull up. I won't. I'm not. I wouldn't defend that. Cause not in that context. It can mean like, hey, you gonna come to? Yeah, pull up. But if you're in a context where y'all talking shit to each other, you tell somebody to pull up, and they actually pull up, homie. That's just how that shit goes. Like, I'm not saying. Now again, being in Texas is fucking. These laws are wild, man. We were just talking the other week on, just last week on the MFer about the guy came to a Houston restaurant, trying to rob it. Somebody pulled out their gun, shot him in the back. Nothing happened to the dude because he was considered a threat to the whole restaurant. And everybody in Texas has a gun. And so you just got to live with that. That's what I was saying. Fuck Derek June. If you keep messing with people's cars, you keep messing with people's cars at a motherfucking just a random public parking lot, somebody else is going to confront you, dude. Especially especially Dallas. It's robbing season all year round for most of these cities. You in the Dallas area, you cannot go into no Dallas business park and keep messing with people's cars. Now, if they think you harmless, that's one thing. But some of these people special needs. If that one of the motherfuckers showed over to Jason Mass, I'm telling you right now, if somebody went to messing with cars with a Jason Mass and a random Dallas business park, even if they had nothing to do with the whole situation, the odds of something happening to them are not zero. I can tell you that. Pull up my pants. Now I'm lost. Pull up my pants. We ain't talking about sex bots anymore. I miss it. I miss something. You can point out everything wrong with white women. Shit, I went. We were talking about the Snow Bunny situation, but Shoe first asked questions later. But in Texas, man, like I said, this guy got shot in the back. He deserved to get shot. I mean, he was trying to rob the whole fucking restaurant, but it's just like you can't be doing that here. Just because motherfuckers have guns and the police don't even want to do paperwork. So, you know what I mean? They got no problem just whatever's the simplest answer so they can get about their fucking day. They got no problem doing that. So you just don't risk it out here. Don't do stupid shit out here. Don't mess with. And again, people put flyers in people's cars out here still. It ain't like it's that crazy. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not saying you're going to get shot just for putting a sticker on somebody's car. I ain't going to say it's that crazy. But it depends how autistic you is in the process, man. And I felt like somebody else might get involved in that whole situation. But that whole situation was autistic as shit anyway, right? Just major autism all the way around. For everybody involved. That was a everybody lost in that situation. That whole Derrick June sticker gate. Some dude, Denver dressed like a clown. Oh, I remember motherfuckers doing that shit. There was an era people would just come into people's backyards dressed as clowns, and for the vines. Man, you can't be doing that shit. I wouldn't do that shit out here. I'm getting smacked, but pose. Hopefully I can survive. Just barely surviving. Shit. That's it. No, it's not it. No. Some dork in the mask tried to act all scared with you. We were leaving the bar. Hammer. Yeah, you can't. That's crazy. That's crazy. There was a killer in Denver. I didn't know. See, that part was a killer. But there was let's see. It was like I said back in the day. I remember when I was still in Charlotte. There was the clown era. Motherfuckers were just, and I never saw it. Thank God, live. I never saw it live. But you would see the memes and shit. I'm like, these motherfuckers gonna get killed doing that shit. Said true story. I punched the shit out of some idiot doing a killer clown. Fat. So you came across one of those motherfuckers. That killer clown shit. It's Philly for you. I'm like, hell no. If some dork in the mask try to act all scary when you was hammer leaving the bar. God damn. Crazy. It's 5 seconds you want to play. We can play it real quick. Yeah, that's what you get for using drama to promote your shit. Yeah, that autistic stuff. Yeah, I didn't play that shit when people were doing that. Yeah, some of them were killing people. That's crazy. I never interacted with them, but I was just like, man, I just didn't want to. So let's real quick. I ain't got no docs and stuff. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, hold on. This sound is low. Hold on a second. We'll play it real quick. I'm actually have to get out of this just because of the sound. Let's see if we can turn this up. I'll see. Let's see.
Denver, a man slashed to death. Police said the suspect
from 2017
makeup and had gloves armed with sharp blades.
So let's play it again.
A strange and terrifying murder in downtown Denver. A man slashed to death. Police said the suspect wore clown makeup and had gloves armed with sharp blades.
Yeah, that was a whole thing, man. These weirdos with clowns. Like you said, some of these people were getting killed. And people thought it was, these losers thought it was the cutest shit. It's all cute, somebody getting murked, man. This world is crazy. I know that goes without fucking saying. As I bounce back and forth. Yeah, shout out to ICP, I guess. These juggalos out of control. Better be a Klaus Kinski compilation. It was not. Yeah. I don't know how many these. Ooh, no. This will probably be my last one because it's late. I started late, and so yeah. So actually, we're finally at the point where our likes and viewers have matched. There's 8 viewers, 8 likes. I died for Cloud start slashing people that was there. I died before they slashed me. I hope I never see no shit like that. I would ever see that shit in my life. I'd rather be dead than see some actual killer clown. I'm not a big fan of clowns anyway. Creepy as shit. Clowns look like demons anyway, so I mean that's already creepy as fuck. So I'm not keen on seeing that shit. We're gonna call this the last one. We going about 2 hours of the stream. I got plenty of streams to make clips up this weekend. Hopefully I can get to that. And we have some clips for the next week. We got videos. Shit. Oh, did you speaking of Nash, you follow boxing. You see Better BF potentially tested positive. He got a fight with Callum Smith this weekend, just tomorrow. Which I thought he should wipe the floor with Callum Smith. Because Callum Smith ain't hardly fought in a minute. And plus he moving up in weight. And I mean, he got whooped on by Canelo. So I'm like, yeah, Better BF is going to put the pause on him. But he got elevated testosterone, elevated HGH. I don't know if the fight's going to continue. I don't know. It doesn't surprise you. He is older. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, well, if you're going to juice, this is the era. He's 39, I think. And so this is and shit. But you know what? They have even still they have what are that, exemptions. He might get an exemption and the fight go on. I don't know if it's elevated enough to cancel the fight anyway. But I'm like, they have that. I know for the longest time UFC they had that. I forgot what they call it, but it is an exemption because if you're 40, you know, a normal 40-year-old man can get on TRT, no problem. So there's a therapeutic exemption. I don't know but you know what? I am not a boxing lawyer, so don't quote me on that. His T levels were up from watching that Derry June content, obviously. He's a monster. He has looked slower. He looked slower against Yard. Yard did way better than I thought he would do. I would still pick Better BF against most people except Bivol. I think Bivol, Smith is going to be way faster. But if Canelo bullied his ass, that's why I was thinking. I'm like, well, he didn't. Granted, Canelo's faster than both of them, right? But it's just like he didn't look good against Canelo at all. He looked shut, like he couldn't handle the power. To be honest, he looked like he couldn't handle any of it. So I'm just like, man, yeah. I was debating whether I should even cover the fight because I'm like, man, there's nothing's guaranteed in boxing. But I felt like Better BF should beat Callum Smith. I thought it's like a safe bet he should beat him. It still is, but it's like that's crazy about this. If the fight happens, which maybe it still will. Yard is explosive. Yeah, Yard is explosive. Even if Yard isn't as technically good, he is incredibly explosive and athletic. He's a good athlete. And he did hurt Better BF. He did better than I thought. But part of that was probably underrating Yard. Isn't Yard a Brit? I hate to say I don't underrate all Brits, but I do underrate some of them. Like I'm not gonna underrate somebody like Joshua or Fury or some of them. But some of them, even there's so much damn talk about fucking Conor Ben and what's the other one? Who's dad? They keep wanting them to fight. And the one dude, he's kind of funny. He has a KFC jacket. I can't think of this dude's name right now. I'm tired. He's a Yardie. Ironic given his name. Yeah, one thing's for certain, boxing has scummy promoters. So they are going to try to put that fight on. Regardless. Regardless. Shit, I saw something recently. Oh, man, what was the guy? They kept doing the Bridge Jamaican Brothers to Gangbang. I actually did believe in Dillian White. I don't know if he got old or he just never was as good as I thought he was. Because he got whooped on by Fury. And then he got went on steroids instead of fighting Joshua. Which was like the 15th time he got caught with gear. Yeah, but boxing is wild corrupt. It's the most openly obvious corrupt. Like, UFC is very corrupt. Football is very corrupt. Like, pro sports are very corrupt. But boxing, it's like they don't give a fuck. They don't care if you know. Some fighter, I can't think of his name now because I'm tired and all that stuff. But he was talking about how he had like an aneurysm on his brain scan, and they just kept sending him to doctors till they found the doctor to clear him. I want to say it was an aneurysm. So they got this guy fighting. He could get killed. Literally, he could die. And they just kept sending him to doctors so they could find evil enough motherfucker who would clear him of his brain scan. I want to say it was an aneurysm, and I can't think of the fighter right now. But it's just like boxing is an evil sport. All these sports are corrupt. Boxing is legitimately evil. Legitimately evil. I do know White used to be a kickboxer. And had some MMA fights. He started off kickboxing. And then, I mean, a lot, you know what, though? That's becoming more common. White versus Yardy. And then there's this weird Dean White, who's not his real brother. I know that was weird when I found out because you would see Dean White around, he would talk his shit. I just, that's his big brother or something. Like, yeah, they're not really brothers. Like, what the fuck? Why did you take? I got friends, but I never took one of my friends' last name. Are y'all lovers and friends? What the fuck is going on here? Is that some British shit that I just don't understand the culture? I thought that was weird, Dean White. But yeah, you look it up, Dean White. He hang around with Dillian White all the time, but they not really brothers. This dude's not really named Dean White. It's just a name. Like, what the fuck? That's one of the strangest things. I still don't understand that. I'm going to need somebody to explain that shit to me. That Dean White shit. But that's a whole nother can of worms. Tyrone Spawn. That name sound familiar. You said he ended up a good boxer after he snapped his leg. Ooh. Kickboxer. Wasn't he like a cold kickboxer for a while? I guess there's a crossover. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to see a lot of guys who go into MMA. They may start off in boxing, and a lot of guys that start off at MMA. You know, the people are crossing over. You see Masvidal even though he's not he was always slightly overrated. That's another can of worms altogether. But he started off as a boxer, and then you see people who started off and he went to MMA. You see people start off at MMA and then go into boxing. I mean, a lot of, you get those lost people who just, I say lost, but people who just have hard lives or crazy lives, and they just need something, and they just go into the fight game one way or another. I was seeing this thing. I was watching I watch clips as I do. Sean Strickland talking about, like, yeah, he used to get kicked out of school for hate crimes all the time because he had this fucked up life, had like a racist grandfather, racist dad. So he goes get kicked out of school for hate crimes. It wasn't until he found MMA that he started to calm down. And he said, I went to an MMA gym. I got the shit beat out of me. I was bleeding. That was the first time I was like happy in my entire life. I'm like, damn. So, people have fucked up situations. They say, man, I'm gonna just fight. And so they end up in MMA or boxing or both. He's one of the scariest dudes in kickboxing before his leg got fucked. K1 had the best kickboxers early 90s and the 2000s. Check out. That's something to check out on YouTube. That's a rabbit hole to fall down on YouTube. K1. Dutch School Monsters. That's a rabbit hole to fall down, yeah. Man, I still wish I did something for the combat training. I think all men should, not my lazy fat ass doesn't. But I just think it's just good. You just should. For protection, for mental health. But then again, part of me is like, just like I said, people be going into there trying to really, battle some demons. And I'm like, I'm just a regular fat fuck. I'm going to get fucked up. But I mean, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. But shit. You know what else I've been seeing? I've been seeing a lot of street beef clips. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, But Street Beast has even evolved. I mean, they're basically just MMA fights outside because the guys have gotten so good. I mean, you're seeing at least mid-level MMA. You know what I'm saying? It used to just be, and you still see fights where it's just normal dudes from time to time. You still see them. But more and more, you're seeing this is just amateur MMA. And like mid to high level amateurs in some cases. You're not seeing as much, the freak show. You're seeing more like real, basically just a real MMA. It just happens to be outside from a skill standpoint. So I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm noticing that. Because, when Street Beast first came out, it was the freak show. It was just two random dudes just swinging randomly. You still get that sometimes. But, I mean, I get as more people train, as training becomes more normalized, people getting better. That's another reason I want to train. You never know how trained the next man is. You might go out to a bar, some drunk dude's talking shit, man. You got to be able to defend yourself. Let's see. The comparison to PK1 is like if Tyson fought Ali. Yeah, the Dutch kickboxers were amazing. Better example, like seeing Prime Jordan and LeBron. I've never been a bad motherfucker by any means, but you can fuck up a normal dude never train. You got to at least get to that level. But if you got a good 1-2, if you just go to a boxing gym and just practice your 1-2 and can moderately grapple, you should be able to handle 90% of the normies you'll come across. Because they can't handle a 1-2. Straight up. Or even just a good jab. Just if you had a solid jab and can just mildly grapple, you should be good against 95% of the population. Because most people are just like me, fat fucks. They're not trying to fight. Or you come across those guys, you don't know, man. When I black out, man, it's like, you motherfucker, if you ain't trained, you can black out all you want. You're going to really be blacked out if you get knocked the fuck out. It's trained. It's motherfuckers at the Guitar Center that's training. I remember that one video. I don't know if it was Guitar Center, Best Buy, something. Somebody got choked the fuck out, though. They choked his ass. The dude working there choked his ass out, dragged his ass out on the street. And I'm sure he was not prepped to get choked out right there by some random dude. The dude wasn't even that big to choke him out, but he was skilled enough to choke his ass out. And I'm sure he did not think he was getting choked out that day. That's how it went. You don't know who the fuck is training nowadays. It's like the average motherfuckers have gotten worse at fighting, but the motherfuckers that can fight have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? So odds are you're going to come across somebody who's weak, but if you do come across somebody who can fight, he probably can fuck you up. Unless you at least have done some training and can at least hold your own. That's like Bradley Martin, my rage, bro. Those dudes against fuck. Yeah, my rage, bro. You just don't know, man. When I get mad, man, get the fuck out of here. When you get mad, you'll get knocked the fuck out like every goddamn body else. You're a normal human. All right, I got this queued up. We'll play this in a second. Actually, you know what? Since we already fucked up the thing, swag, we'll play this now. Oh, shit. This is Sit Your Dildo's place. What happened, bro? Which one are you? Yeah, good. Being a good speaker, being willing to just talk. Hey, man, you know what? This ain't that serious, bro. We just having a good time. Sorry, whatever. Well, let's just get out of here. We just gonna get out of here. I'm not trying to go to jail. None of that dumb shit, man. I don't think none of us want to go to the hospital or to jail. Let's just get the fuck out of here, bro. Some shit like that. But shit. Who knocked you out, Sit Your Dildo? What happened? This is out in Croatia. I don't know which one Sit Your Dildo is. He ain't gonna tell us. It's a friend group. Uh-oh. Situation. Oh, shit. Situation started. Oh, shit. Why you let that dude headbutt you like that, bro? I don't know why the sound. I don't know if the sound is not supposed to happen. It should be up. Oh shit! Your homeboy had your back though. God damn. Unless you was the ball who got knocked the fuck out. God damn. God damn. Damn, he had to check on the dude. Your homeboy wasn't fucking around. Your homeboy wasn't fucking around. He wasn't fucking around at all. Shit. He had to check on you. Had to check on him, dude. Like, yo, is you good? He got pride. He tried to get up. Golly. Oh, it's illegal to record audio over there. Okay, I gotta respect the Croatian laws. Yeah, you can toss one up. Homeboy wasn't fucking around. You got hit with that headbutt. He came over. No, I don't know. I'm joking saying you was there. You may not have been there. Or you may have been the dude who got knocked out. You may have been the big dude who came over. I don't know. I imagine you a little older, though, than that crowd. Just a little bit. Not by much, but you probably like close to my age, maybe a little older. Let's see what Nas got. Golly, he fucked him up, though. But yeah, instant karma, man. Oh, it's a street beef. Oh, I see my man with the dog tall.
I'm telling you right now, dude. Don't be f***ing around. That's the second time you can't go.
Uh-oh.
Miles, 5'9", 130 pounds. Bro.
I am Death City! And I'm about to end this in 2 seconds! Round 1, let's work.
Oh, shit. A lot of this back in the head. A lot of these are to the back. I mean, it's a street fight, but like, I don't know if, I think a ref would have intervened. I do not know Jackson from Atlanta.
Break clean. Let go. Let go.
Mouthpiece.
Let go. Get your mouthpiece, young man. Get your mouthpiece. Don't. No.
Oh, shit. Oh, so that's why they got mad. He hit him after the break.
No. Y'all about to fight.
He gave him a risk show, yeah. Our boy didn't know how to put his cup on. Oh, you got to make sure. Oh, yeah, this day is taking that shit off. Yeah, it really kind of is like a protective thing when you think about it. It gets worse. See, I didn't see this whole thing. I just saw like the first part. And he's doing a lot of shots to the back of the head. This is, but then again, that's all he's doing is throwing to the back of the head. A real ref would have stopped it or like taken the point away. Oh, he's choked out. He's fighting, but he's done. He's done. Or maybe he's not. Okay, he stopped him. You gotta let go. Oh, that's why they was dragging him.
I'm telling you right now, dude. Don't be fucking around. That's the second time you play a dumb
But y'all ain't do shit for the dude hit him in the back of the head,
shit.
though.
You get fucked up.
You can't just let him get hit in the back of the head a bunch of times. No, he did. Yeah, he's done. But you can't y'all get mad at him. You let him hit him in the back of the head like 50 times. The fuck? See, that's the problem. As much as street beefs is cool, it's like this ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't really refereed properly. So, yeah, he held on to that choke. But you also let him get hit in the back of the head a bunch of times. So if you would have stopped that, he might have just held on to that choke. who knows? But it's like you got to do your part. You can't just get mad when somebody does that. If you're gonna let him, because he got a funny character, Def said, but he hit him in the back of the head good 10, 15 times, if not more. So yeah, he held on to that choke probably a little longer than he should. And that's on y'all as the referees and the whatever. But yeah, street beefs can be entertaining. It's probably, like I said, it's getting more organized. For the most part, they started to do the sport started to look more like a real MMA fight. He gets that tar pass. Shit, that'll be shit. The things still hurt. They still give those things still giving out CTE. So it's like, I'm not saying he should have choked on that choke either. That's fucked up too. Two wrongs don't make a right. But that's on you as the ref to you gotta sanction that shit. You gotta, because they're not deducting points in those street beefs fight. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing none of that shit. And so it's like, if y'all not gonna do that shit, people gonna start spazzing out. These are people fucking fighting. You know what I'm saying? Why does this look like a Newgrounds Flash game? It looks a little bit better than a Newgrounds Flash game. But I mean, it's Streets of Rage. I said this would be the last run. It does kind of, I just said, Newgrounds. Shout out to Newgrounds. Shout out to the 2000s. Ugh. Oh no, you cool, Courtney. You don't owe us conversation. Appreciate you being here though. We were just watching people getting their heads beat in. We talked about sex bots. We talked about robots. We talked about the end of the world. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. Sometimes people getting their head beat in. So Newgrounds was the shit. Hentai and ultra violet flash games galore. I heard of Newgrounds, but I didn't really get too into the shit. But I get the reference. Feel like I've probably played some of the meme games, some of the violent stuff. Back in the day. You hang up. No, you hang up. Shout out to anybody watching this live playback, lurking. We do get people watch the playbacks of these streams, so I appreciate that. Hope this is still entertaining all the way throughout. 2 hours plus. Try to get out of here. It's a yawn like a zesty Chewbacca. I don't know. Wasn't expecting to have my yawn graded by another man, but that's the life I chose as a YouTuber, I guess. So it is what it is. Now I'm trying not to yawn in the mic. Shit, I don't really know what else to talk about. I know this is gonna be a big weekend for football. I know Nas, you're a Packers guy, right? A lot of people are picking the Packers against the Cowboys, which is cool, but now they're also picking the Rams against the Lions. And I'm so worried about the damn Rams. I've been worried this whole week. Like, God, I just hope the Lions beat the Rams. Oh shit, I'm about to die. I am dead. That's the end of the stream. That's the end of the stream. I was trying to make conversation. I got burnt. But yeah, I'm fucking worried as shit. I've been worried all week that the Lions are gonna fucking lose. I'm so scared of the Lions losing, and then they gonna pick against us. And apparently there's some statistical thing. If you didn't make the playoffs the year before, and you're hosting a playoff game, your odds of losing and shit. He said, why doesn't Vince y'all like his Zesty Chewbacca anymore? He changed. The money changed him. The fame changed him. Fuck the Cowgirls, America's team, my ass. Yeah, I'm hoping they lose. Here we go. Dak Prescott. But golly, a lot of people are picking against us. And I see why. Fuck, most of our fans is rooting for Stafford. Most of the Detroit Lions fans are rooting for Stafford. That's the God honest truth. Yeah, every game, because y'all going on the road every game. But y'all can win in Dallas. I think that's that. Because Dallas ain't, the reason people picking against Dallas is like, man, y'all, did they lose a game against the Giants? And I felt like they fought. I felt like they played the Giants like 100 times. So they got easy games in their schedule to just be playing the Giants in the commies, a.k.a. the Redskins. And so it just feels like, man, they're not that good as far as the Cowboys. And honestly, I'm just worried the Lions are about to turn into a pumpkin. You all rooting for the Lions? I appreciate it, man. I am panicking about Sunday night in the damn Lions. And I just feel like this is, especially when it was the Rams, I'm like, oh, man. Hey, we could face off in the bowl, man. I just want to win the first game. If we can win this first playoff game, I don't really care what happens next. We can lose. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. If we can win the playoff game, that's already an improvement over the Lions franchise. That's already a peak. I would like to get to the conference championship, and I think that's where we would beat the Packers. Listen, I actually like the Packers are pretty good. Jordan Love is very underrated. Very underrated. That whole team is very underrated. That whole team is underrated. They're going to be scary. Had a heart attack watching the past few games. I'm sure trying to get in the playoffs probably was a heart attack. I had a heart attack when y'all beat us in motherfucking Thanksgiving. That was hard to watch. But, hey, y'all been a good team most of the year. So y'all got everything. Not to, we in the same division. We should be all buddy, but it's just the reality. It's a good team. You got a good squad. Jordan Love is young too. Y'all, that's crazy. Y'all went 3 for 3. Because I think he's actually a good quarterback. And he sat for a couple years just like Aaron Rodgers did. I know there was a lot of criticism when they drafted him. He should have drafted receivers. Fucking worked out. He's in the playoffs his first year as a starter. That shit worked out. Y'all clearly know what the fuck y'all doing. Is this the third time? This is the third time y'all got a franchise quarterback. And I consider him a franchise quarterback just because he started. His first year starting, he made it to the playoffs. A lot of people talk about Trevor Lawrence as a franchise quarterback. That motherfucker was 8-3 and collapsed. Justin Herbert, a franchise quarterback, he got hurt a bunch of times. I don't know how sweet he is. So if it's like all these guys are franchise quarterback, yeah, he's starting to feel himself a little bit. He's starting to get more confident, so he's going a little bit more downfield. He's still green, but yeah, he's starting to get more confident. Y'all have a good future with him. He's better than a lot of these quarterbacks. A lot of these quarterbacks ain't that great, to be honest. And even including these young ones, they get so hyped about. I don't know why they get so hyped about this USC guy, Caleb Williams, or the other guy. I can't think of his name right here. But they coming in. It's like, why y'all get so hyped about these quarterbacks? Because a lot of these guys ain't really built that way. And honestly, if they don't have a franchise that's going to take their time, they're going to be fucked anyway. I mean, part of the reason everybody hate Justin Fields because the Chicago Bears act like a poverty franchise. Everybody hates Zach Wilson. Well, that's because the fucking Jets are a poverty franchise. You said that happened. The 49ers got fucked with. I mean, they still out here. Wait, they didn't do a Thursday night game, did they? I hope I ain't missed no fucking playoff games. Cause they doing all this bullshit. I would hate to be watching sports paying for a fucking cable package, and then they gonna put some of these games on fucking Peacock, which is the streaming service. Luckily, I'm on the interwebs. I'm on the interwebs all the time. They still out here. 49ers got the what you call it? Oh, so yeah, they got the bye week. But yeah, they had put a lot. That's another one. They put a lot in Trey Lance. Remember him? Remember Trey Lance? They traded up, did all this shit for Trey Lance. They ended up trading his ass. They ended up using him, and it ended up going with. Of course, they keep talking about Brock Purdy being the last pick in the draft or whatever. But I mean, it just shows. Yeah, he was the last pick in the draft, 2022. They keep talking about that with Brock Purdy. And he's one of the better quarterbacks. It just shows they don't know what all these, when it comes to drafting, all these fucking teams don't know what the fuck they're doing. What the fuck they doing? How could a guy be the last draft pick of the draft in 2022 and by the next season he's starting for a team that's got a bye in the playoffs? How can NFL development be good or NFL draft experts be smart if the guy was the last pick in the draft and he's an MVP candidate the next year? It proves they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It proves outright the whole drafting system is fucking broken. But that's another can of worms. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow because I cannot get this fucking program OBS to work with Reaper. I might have to try different methods. We're gonna try to do something tomorrow. If we can't get everything working, I guess we'll just do a radio show for Sifway Saturday night. But in any event, it's almost 4 a.m. I gotta get to bed. I appreciate everybody here watching these streams and putting up with my crap. I thank you so much. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. Shout out to Emily Tom, who followed on Twitch. We need more Twitch love. Sorry, I'll talk to all you guys later. Peace. Yeah, salute. Alien Isolation 2024. Good night, you fuckers. Salute all you guys. Peace. Good night.